Hey guys, what's up? Alex here from Rising Sun Customs, coming to you from my house, and just about to go outside here and brave the winter weather. It's actually not too bad out. I gotta take it slow here, but it did rain, it snowed and iced a little bit. So right now I think it's still icing a little bit. I can't tell. Feels more like rain, honestly. But anyway, yeah, we did get a little bit of a coating here of stuff right now in my driveway. So yeah, that reminds me I can put my recycling out. But it looks like we got a little bit of stuff here. But anyway, it's not too bad. Just wanted to do a quick Stroke Friday video for you guys right now. There's not too much going on, to be honest, because I'm still waiting for the foundation to get done for my new shop, which will, at this point, it'll probably be done sometime in the spring. But I still have to get some materials for the foundation and finish getting it dug out and get all the materials in, the rock, the crushed stone, and the concrete and all that. So I do have some of the materials already, but just, waiting for kind of the weather to warm up a little bit. Right now it's just too cold and too wintry to do anything outside, unfortunately, so especially with the foundation. But once it starts warming up, hopefully by February, with any luck, sometimes we get some warm days in February. But if that's the case, then yeah, we'll continue with the new building and hopefully get it done. So, but until then, there's not too much going on. I am going to start getting ready. The Atlantic City show, which is coming up in the end of January. Look at this, is all ice right here on the side of the trailer. So this is just lovely. But anyway, I'm just getting into my trailer here, and I'm going to show you guys a nice little tip that I like to do on some of my motorcycles, especially if I'm storing them away for winter and if they're actively being worked on. So so this is the purple rain bike. I don't know if I can zoom out here. Oh no, I can't because of the oh wait, I can turn this off. There we go. Now I can zoom out. There we go. So this is the purple rain bike, the Kawasaki Vulcan 800 that I'm trying to sell. But right now, I got to do a few things to it. I got to touch up the gas tank a little bit right there on the top where the gas cap is. Got to give it a good cleaning. I want to check all the hardware, make sure all the hardware is nice and tight. Make sure the tires are still good. And check the tire pressures and all that. And most of it's pretty much done. But you can see right here, this just has to be touched up. So I just ordered some touch-up paint, and I'm also trying to get the floorboards mounted on the bike. So I got one floorboard right there, and I just got to do the same to the other side. So I got to put the floorboard on that so you can see the foot pegs right there. So that's got to get changed. But yeah, so just the floorboards, the spot right here, getting things adjusted, getting everything tightened. I also got to play around with the tachometer because the needle, as you can see right here, is kind of stuck on 6,200 RPM, which is wrong. So I got to fix that. I also got to put the saddlebags on it. And then the final thing will be to put the tail light. This is an integrated tail light with turn signals, and in order to put the saddlebags on, I have to take away the turn signals here, unfortunately. But I have the kit already to do that, to do everything, so I'll be good. But yeah, then this baby will be ready for Atlantic City. So, but she's a good bike. I think she's gonna be nice for somebody. Just gotta clean it up too a little bit and get her fresh look in, and she'll be good. So, but anyway, yeah, the tip I wanted to show you guys here real quick is if you are doing a if you're going to store a bike for the winter, let's say, then the best thing to do, and especially if you're going to have the bike outdoors, is to, as you can see here, I have the intake ports are open on the motor. And what I want to do actually is I want to get some space in here. So I'm going to have to take this guy out and cover it outside. And then, so I can move the lift over for this bike, move it over towards the center so I have more room to work. But yeah, I don't want to leave the bike outside with its intake ports exposed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some freeze plugs in the ports here, and I'll show you how I do that. It's kind of an easy process. Just have to go slow here. I don't want to rush anything. So, but yeah. So what you do? First off, I got to take out this little piece of tissue paper that I had in there, paper towel. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 4 freeze plugs. Now, you can get these at any automotive parts store like Advanced Auto or AutoZone or one of those. Even Napa has them. So these are freeze plugs. These are made to go and tied inside a cylinder head or engine block to plug up the holes on the motor. So, the first thing I'm going to do, though, before I put them in is, because you don't want to put them in dry. You try to put them in dry, they're going to fight you. And it says right here, it says install dry, but it says do not use sealant. But using oil is fine, or some kind of coating, because if you do that, then if it gets into the motor, then so what? It's just, oil belongs in the motor anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of oil here from somewhere. But yeah, basically the principle is, it's pretty straightforward, is that you just take the plug and kind of just put it in like that. And then you can always tighten this down, tighten the top nut down and expand it. Now some of these are different sizes, but they will all fit, or they should fit, rather. You can see, like, this one kind of fits perfectly in there. And you can even take the clamps, the clamps for the boots, the intake boots. You can tighten them around the freeze plugs. But yeah, I want to get some oil or something around them to get them in to fit better. So let me go do that real quick. Let me get some oil real fast, and then we'll put them in there. Alright, so I did find a little bit of mystery oil here in this little can, so I'm going to use that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it around the edge of each of the discs, or the plugs. Alright, so let me get the first disc, the first plug rather. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of oil around the edge. Keep it there in the back of the bike. This is good. This is mystery oil, actually. This is, the Marvel mystery oil. It's really good stuff. Very slippery. And perfect lubricant to do this. I'm also going to apply a little bit inside the hole there. And I'm also going to tap it a little bit with a tool, like a hammer of some kind. There we go. Just get like a rubber mallet. Well, that one doesn't want to go, but I think if I just tighten it anyway, I don't want to get too many of the hammer pieces in there from the hammer into the intake port, because that wouldn't be good. But just make sure that's clean. But I think what I'll do is let me get the other plug, smaller ones, because I know those will definitely fit. So like that one, there you go. That one fits good, and if I just tighten that top nut, it'll definitely fit in there. Do the same with this one. Let me apply a little bit of mystery oil to this one. Here we go. Just a thin coating. Just a thin coating is all you got to do, just like that. That on there. That. Place it inside just like that. There you go. Next one. Same thing. Got a little bit of coating on there. Come on, baby. There you go. Okay. And again, just kind of coat a little bit of oil inside there. Yeah, this one's a little bit more stubborn. Ah, there we go. Whew. That went in eventually. I'm gonna trying to get the nut loose on this one. Doesn't want to come loose. So hold on, I gotta get a wrench. All right, now I got a 13 millimeter, which should be the right size. There we go. Okay, so now I got this guy loose. Just by loosening it, should give me a little bit more room to work with. And I still got the oil coating on there. Just trying to get these plug wires out of the way. There we go. Let me see. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil on there. Come on, baby. There you go. Get it nice and oiled up there. And again, get that nice and oiled inside there as well. Yeah, this one's just going to be stubborn, so. Oh, let me see if I can force it in there. Give me a second, guys. I have to use a little more force. Alright, so now I'm going to tighten each one of these nuts up. Oh, come on, stay in there. Alright, so this works better. I had to get a Torx tool, or a hand socket tool here. And now, hold on, I gotta hold the, actually, you know what, let me take this one out. Take this one out and then tighten it some more so it fits snugly in there. That's better. These plugs, man. Plug wires don't want to stay out of the way. There we go. That's good. I'm not going to go crazy with it. I really don't have to go crazy with these. I'm not going to try and force them or try to play with them or try to bust my chops trying to get these tight, you know. Alright, so tighten this one up a little more. Let's see if that works. There we go. That's good. Just as long as it fits in there snugly, that's all I care about. I don't really care about it being like really super tight in there. I just want it to, you know, be secured so it's covering up the hole, you know. Just gotta tighten this one. There we go. Good. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to plug up these holes. So there we go. So now they're all plugged up. And nothing should really get in or out of them. So there you go. So I'm going to keep these plugged like this. The spark plug holes should have... let me just double check, because a couple months ago I turned this motor over to see if it would turn over. And I can't remember if I put the spark plugs back or not, so I'm going to use the camera here. Now you can see right down straight in there. So I'm going to put the spark plugs back in. I'll put some new plugs in anyway, but yeah, so that'll be the next thing, is to put all the spark plugs back, and then to get the wires, the spark plug wires back on there, plug those back up, and then that'll be it. Then it should be good to go. Then all I have to do is to cover the bike up with a tarp, or a cover, bike cover, and that's it, and it should be good to go. I think I'm also going to probably put a bag of some kind, like a plastic bag, around these, just so they stay extra dry, because again, you don't want any water getting in to these intake ports, because then otherwise the water's going to get into the cylinders and then you're screwed. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. I mean, you know, it's kind of a winterization process, I guess you could say, if you're actively working on a motorcycle. So, but yeah, so easy process. Just gotta use the right tools. But yeah, so now I got those plugged up and they're good to go. This bike is going to be done hopefully sometime in the spring. I'm going to bring 3 bikes with me. I have the purple bike here, and then I have 2 bikes out front. The black Suzuki Volusia 800 that I bought at Carlisle last October, and then I also have this green Yamaha XJ600, nice bike as well, that I bought, and both those bikes don't need a lot of work. I mean, very, very little amount of work, just some cleaning up and some stuff and some little things here and there, but they're pretty much ready to go, those bikes as well. So the purple bike, the green XJ600, and the black Volusia are going to come with me to Atlantic City. I'll actively be trying to sell them. I'm also going to have my leather stuff there as usual, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys there. I believe it's the last weekend in January, whatever those dates are. I forget off the top of my head, but hope to see you guys there. So and then we got a lot of other stuff coming up. Like I said, the garage is going to be done hopefully by the time it gets warm again. And then we got a lot of other events coming up. We got Gettysburg this year, or next year. We got Ocean City, Maryland. We got the Atlantic City Outdoor Show. I'm going to try to go to Daytona next year if I can, just as a spectator. So we'll try to head there and check out all the new bikes and stuff. And then there's a couple other shows I think I want to try and hit up next year, so we'll see. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. No, this was kind of a short one, but excuse me, like I said, there's not too much going on right now, so I just wanted to give you guys kind of in the loop of what's going on with all my projects. So, but thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, like what you hear, please tell your friends. If you or anybody you know needs work done on a motorcycle, let me know. Give me a call. All my contact info can be found online on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So check me out on any one of those 4 social platforms. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Keep the sticky side down, always, and the shiny side up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.